Sailing is all about harnessing the power of the wind, but the wind can be a fickle friend. It can be gentle one moment and a raging beast the next. That's where your sailing rig comes in. It's the system of masts, sails, and ropes that allows you to control the wind's power, and within this system, the shrouds play a vital role. Think of the shrouds as the backbone of your rig. They are the strong wires or rods that run from the top of your mast to the sides of your boat, holding the mast upright and preventing it from bending or breaking under the wind's force. But it's not just about brute strength. The angles at which these shrouds are set are crucial to the stability and performance of your boat. Just like the angles of a bridge support its weight, the angles of your shrouds determine how well they support your mast and transfer the wind's energy into forward motion. Get these angles wrong, and you risk reduced sailing efficiency or even a catastrophic failure of your rig. Let's start at the top. Look at your mast and you'll notice horizontal supports sticking out. These are your spreaders. Above the spreaders, the shrouds are primarily responsible for keeping the top section of the mast straight. This angle, formed by the shroud and the mast, is crucial and should ideally be no less than 10 degrees. Why 10 degrees? Imagine pushing a tall, thin object. It's much easier to keep it upright if you push from a wider angle rather than directly inwards. The same principle applies to your shrouds. A wider angle above the spreaders provides more leverage and prevents the top of the mast from bending excessively when the wind catches your sails. A shallower angle means the shroud has to work harder, putting more stress on the mast and potentially leading to bending or even breakage. Remember, the top of your mast is like a lever. A small bend at the top can translate into a significant loss of sail shape and efficiency lower down. Moving down the mast, we come to the lower shrouds. These are responsible for controlling the mast's fore and aft movement. The forward lower shrouds, as their name suggests, are positioned towards the front of the boat. When viewed from the side, what sailors call an abeam view, the angle these shrouds make with the mast should be at least 5 degrees. This angle is all about balance. The forward lower shrouds counteract the pull from the sails, which tends to pull the mast forward. A minimum angle of 5 degrees ensures that the mast stays in its optimal position, allowing the sails to maintain their designed shape and efficiently transfer wind energy into forward motion. Think of it like a tug of war. If the forward lower shrouds aren't at a sufficient angle, it's like having a weaker team on one side of the rope. The mast will be pulled forward, and your boat will lose its balance and efficiency. Finally, we have the aft lower shrouds located towards the back of the boat. These shrouds work in conjunction with the forward lower shrouds to fine-tune the mast's position. The angle of the aft lower shrouds to the mast, again viewed from an abeam perspective, is typically in the range of 3 to 5 degrees. While still important, the angle of the aft lower shrouds is generally less critical than that of the forward lower shrouds. This is because the aft lower shrouds primarily come into play when the boat is sailing downwind where the forces on the mast are less extreme. Think of the aft lower shrouds as providing the finishing touches to your mast's position. They allow you to fine-tune the balance and tension in your rig, optimizing your boat's performance for different wind conditions and sailing angles.